Hey guys, it's Shirley, and at the time of recording, it's gift giving season. Though if you ask me, any season is a good season for gift giving. Today we're making some gift art for some really cool people, so let's talk about the art and I'll see you in the video. A quick disclaimer since I show quite a bit of high effort art in this video. These drawings were made over the course of a few months, with this first speed paint having been in the works for a few months before I finished it. To be honest, I wish I could have made more art than how much I made in the video, because there's so many people I want to make art for, but so little time, and if I force myself to make too much art, it's a recipe for burnout. So I made the art that I made in this video, and that's the art that I'm going to talk about. So the first drawing we have here is a Star Wars drawing. It is a drawing that I made for one of my friends of their Star Wars The Old Republic MMO character. Last year, I found out that I finally have a friend who also likes Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, in person. And Knights of the Old Republic is an old game, and then there's an MMO that came out 10 years later, and it came up in conversation that I'd never played the MMO before. So my friend thought that it'd be fun if we played together and we did a campaign with both of our characters. A few months back I drew little chibis of my character and their character together, look at them being friends. For those who play the MMO, the thing that they're sitting on is the top of the hut statue on Nar Shaddaa. We tried to climb it in-game and failed. So the character that I'm drawing here is their character, who's really pretty, because my friend is great at designing really pretty characters in video games. I got to experiment with all kinds of fun lighting things, making that lightsaber really light up her face, as well as having pink kind of be the main color of the background and the lighting. Overall, it was a lot of fun. I wanted to try my best to keep the likeness of their original character, so I tried to kind of have a similar face shape and facial features. And overall, I had so much fun drawing it. It's a little more realistic than I normally draw, but she turned out pretty and I'm really happy with how much I challenged myself with this one. It's only a half body, but the shading took me a while, the line art took me a while. A lot of pieces of this drawing kind of felt daunting when I first did them because it was a gift and I was like, it needs to be perfect! So it took a while, it took a few months. I think I did the sketch in late spring of this year, but then I didn't actually finish the drawing until November. So it took a while. But I'm really happy that I made this drawing. I wanted this drawing to kind of feel like a cool poster of their character. If their character had a movie, this would be the poster of her. And there she is! The next drawing I did was a gift for the producer Crusher. For those of you who aren't familiar, Crusher is best known for her song Echo. Really famous Vocaloid song from the 2010s that I jammed to so much over the years. And I found out that this year there was an event that I was going to where they were doing a signing. I was like, this would be a great opportunity to make them a little drawing as a thank you for their music, because I've loved their music so much for a lot of my life. So I thought it'd be cool to make them something small as a thanks. So I drew their Sona with the TV person from the Echo video. There's a person with a little TV on their head and little old-timey emoticon smiley face. So I drew them doing that, and they have a lot of arms, so I had one doing bunny ears with the Sona, one doing a little finger thumb heart, and one with a thumbs up, because I thought that would be cute. And I kind of went a little stylized with the lighting and the shading. And then when I was finished with this drawing, I made it into a little print, and then I got to give it to Crusher, and it was so wholesome. I'm so happy I met Crusher. She was so sweet. And it was cool getting, in person to thank somebody who made music that was a big part of my life and had a big impact on me. So yeah, this is a gift that I drew for Crusher. The next drawing we have is for an ArtTuber Secret Santa that I participated in. For this Secret Santa, whoever we got, we'd get to draw their Sona and do a little doodle of their Sona looking cool and gift that to them. I got Sailor Sketches. For those of you who don't know, as the collab implies, Sailor Sketches is another ArtTuber. They do really cool videos on all kinds of different art things, from art challenges to chaotic videos with other art YouTubers. So I highly recommend their channel if you want to just watch videos with a really fun, energetic vibe to them. So for this drawing, I drew them just looking cool while holding their little chibi Sona. I feel that's one of the fun things about their videos, how they draw themselves normally versus how they draw themselves as a chibi is such a fun contrast, so I thought I would capture that in this drawing as well. I also kind of went crazy on the hair shading. I wanted it to really pop and really have dimension to it. I also had a lot of fun with the eye shading, because the eyes on Sailor Sona are really cool. They got a lot of colors in them. And then on the chibi as well, they got little stars. And then for the background, I don't know, I felt I needed rays coming out of the chibi because it'd be adorable. And this is a drawing that I made for Sailor. In the description below, I will link the video from the person who hosted this challenge and had us all react and call about the art. So if you want to see more about this Secret Santa specifically, you got a link in the description. If you want to watch after this video, or right now if you want to leave early, boo. Oh, and the drawing that I got for the Secret Santa is really cool. I got a drawing from Nulvo, and they drew me as like a Vocaloid. Look at how cute! Next up we have a keychain design that I did for the same friend that I drew the Star Wars girl for. This character is a character that they are planning to play in an upcoming D&D campaign, so I thought I'd surprise them by drawing their character in a little cute chibi form. She's a vampire, so I got little vampire teeth. For this drawing, my goal was to basically just take their like super pretty character and just make her into like a tiny, like almost marketable plushie level of proportions. I was like, how adorable can she go? Because this campaign hasn't started yet, I don't know much about their character. I do know she's a vampire and she's a doctor, and I think it's a really fun combination. So I did this cute little doodle of their character and then ordered it as a little keychain, and for the keychain to kind of keep with the vampire theme, I had it printed onto red acrylic, so like the background be like red like blood. Ooh. I know, I'm so creative. I had like the key ring or keychain be shaped like a bat, because you know, vampire. I'm so excited for this campaign, but it's not starting for like at least another year. I'm so impatient. So in the meantime, I just get to make little chibis of everybody. I'm just gonna make cute fan art of the characters until I get to actually like meet them in the story. This is my friend's D&D character as a cute marketable plushie. And the last drawing that I'm going to talk about in this video is a keychain I made for my Star Wars D&D group. So I've been playing for like, oh my god, almost 6 months now in a SWTOR campaign, which is basically you take the D&D rules, then they made an adaptation where it's playable in the Star Wars world. I love Star Wars, if you can't tell. So it was really cool getting to play as a character in this like world that my friend extrapolated out of the Star Wars universe. Because the story takes place about 100 years after like the Luke Skywalker point in the timeline. For those of you curious, my character is the one on the right, Braya. She's a historian who knows a lot about like the Old Republic era, because of course she is. I wanted this drawing to kind of feel like all the party together, since I was going to get charms made for everybody and the DM out of this one design. To make each person's character feel special, I wanted to incorporate like one kind of prop from that character. So the guy on the left is working with like his arm gadgets and like a wrench, and he's like fixing them because he's like a very techie guy. Next from the left we have the guy with toast, because he eats toast a lot in the campaign. The girl in the middle is sitting on the ship. It's her spaceship, actually, that we're all traveling on. And the Mandalorian, I gave her a blaster because she loves, like, cool Mandalorian weapons. Whenever she finds really fancy ones, she gets excited about it. And for Braya, I gave her a briefcase, which she carries with her everywhere she goes because it was the last thing that her master gave her before he passed away. And he told her to protect the contents with her life. I've really been enjoying this campaign. It's so fun. So as like a thank you and a happy holiday gift, I kind of drew everybody's characters. I drew all the main characters sitting together on the ship in little marketable plushie chibi forms. And I don't know, I thought it'd be cute. I'm scared that when the charms come in, half of this won't be readable because I ordered them on about 3.5-inch charms, which was like the biggest I wanted to go with it. We'll have to see if any of these details actually show up on a charm that small. Either way, I had so much fun drawing this. It took a long time for how like simple the characters look, but I put so much time and effort because I wanted it to feel cute, and I was like, I don't know, I wanted everyone's character to feel special here. Everyone's character gets to be special and gets to have their main character moment. I guess that's part of why D&D is so fun, is like the ensemble cast aspect. Like everyone spends so much time developing their own character that like when you put it together, everyone is like full people with cool backstories because it's basically multiple authors all working together to make one story. This was the drawing that I made, and if the keychains arrive before the video comes out, I'll show them here on video. Here are the keychains! Assuming that they're there. Sorry if they're not. And yeah, that's the gift art that I drew this year. Drawing gift art for people usually inspires me to like challenge myself to make the art as good as I can. Because art for me is one thing, art for like a frame and an animatic is one thing, but I was like, a drawing for somebody else, I don't know, it feels more special, so I put more, sometimes unnecessary pressure on myself to make it look nice. But I feel like these gifts were great ways for me to experiment with my art and make something really polished, because it had been a minute since I'd done like a really polished illustration. I wish I could have drawn more gift art if I'm being honest, but again, didn't want to get burnt out, so I capped it at this many drawings. Earlier in the year, I participated in an ArtFight, which is basically like a huge art gifting event where you kind of gift other people art, and it's like called an attack, but it's a gift, and sometimes they attack you back. It was a really cool challenge where I got to draw other people's characters and spread a lot of like good vibes to other artists, which is a really cool experience. So going back and making more gift art for people was also really fun. It's kind of a cool way to be able to share my art with other people. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and just listening to me talk to you about the art that I drew. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made gift art for somebody and what kind of art that was, if you want to talk about it. I hope you guys have a happy holiday season, and until the next video, I'll surely see you around. Earlier this year, wow, I cannot speak early. My name is Shirley and I can't say the word early. What's up with that?